Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Pisces. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is a special reading for Halloween, Siway, and also Day of the Dead. Pisces, save the best for last, right? You guys are the very last reading. I do apologize that I'm getting it up so late on Halloween, which is why I'm dressed like this. But all the readings, in this last group of readings for Halloween, Siway, Day of the Dead, has been super spicy. And so let's just get into it. The song, it's so crazy. So I've been listening to like all witchy type of music for all these readings. And then Cool Out by Imagine Dragons comes on. Now, if you listen to Imagine Dragons music, on the surface, they seem like a, top pop 40 type of band and whatnot. Look deeper into their music. Much deeper into their music. The song Cool Out, Imagine Dragons, they're an interesting group. They're here from Vegas. I know several of them. The drummer from them back in the day. Good, used to be friends. And then my daughters have seen several members like at the festivals downtown and things like that. Cool guys. So, some of the lyrics. You're always saying that you've read my sign and always wishing that I'll take the time. But you know that's not my speed. Only believe what I can see. I live my life in black and white. I know that's not what you would like. That's all I know. I put my mind in cruise control. And then it goes on to say, I'm standing on your front porch saying don't go. You're looking at me wild saying just go home and cool out because baby I don't think I'm the one for you. So just cool out because baby I don't think I'm the one for you. So cool out, stay high, stay fresh, late nights. And just cool out because baby I don't think I'm the one for you. So cool out. Okay, so I love the song. I love all their music. One of my favorite songs of like all time is one of their songs. It was funny though when I got this because Pisces, you're a water sign and you're the deepest of the deep, right? Fellow water sign. I'm Scorpio, so I get you. Like I get Pisces very well. I actually like you guys better than Cancers, but don't tell them that. So when I think of somebody like cooling out and needing to cool out or cool off, I think of Pisces. Cancer can get all moody and stuff and they need to just go sit down. But cool out, it just makes sense as far as like when you get upset, you need time to kind of like sit back and just decompress, right? It takes you a little while to get over things because you're very loyal. You're much like Scorpio. When you finally choose someone, that's the person that you want to be with and you want to be really loyal, but it's not until you choose them. Pisces, you can go really high and have your head in dreamland and, whimsical and this and that, but then also really, really low, deep and mysterious and sometimes depressive, So like, meeting somewhere in the middle, that's you cooling out, right? Somebody, you could have recently split with somebody and that person could have been telling you to cool out or vice versa. But they may not have been the right one for you. Just like the song says, right? Let's get into this. I don't want to get like too serious or whatever. It is Halloween. So let's start with Secrets of the Witch. I wanted to say Season of the Witch. That's a Lana Del Rey song. Okay, that's too many. You are the source. That was Scorpio's reading. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements. Calling in her spirits for higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. This is so funny. Okay, Pisces, you are a witch. Within you is your witchy essence. The witch wants you to know that you have powers that have lain dormant for centuries. You, bright soul, are a witch, nature's magical and most sacred child. Rise. So here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, right? You're a witch. Like, males can be witches too. And Pisces, especially being the most mystical of, like, I hate saying that, as a super Scorpio, because I have Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Uranus, Juno, and Vesta, right? I have a lot of Scorpio, a lot of water placements. But Pisces is like the most mystical of them all. I'm just kidding. But you guys you're very deep, mysterious. And you too have very intuitive powers, right? I can't make this shit up if I tried. Underneath the deck, water witch. Scorpio also got that. And you are a water witch. Water sign. The witch is bathing you in blessed waters. She wants you to know that water cleanses and heals. Make space for the element of water this day, and wisdom will flow to you. You may be around water. You could be take a water, like spiritual bath, spiritual shower. Like I just showered with Rosemary in the shower earlier today. Like my favorite thing in the world is mineral hot springs, going to those hot tubs, that type of thing. Anything around water, we tend to love. Okay, so what do we have for Pisces, please? Higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good. So the moon is in Scorpio, which is all about taking your power back and taking control of a situation. The moon is also going to be in Scorpio during November 1st, which is the new moon. And that's all about new beginnings. So not only is the new moon about new beginnings, but it's on the first of a new month. And that's even more powerful. So there's going to be some real strong, significant new beginnings. It could be anything, right? It could be you starting like a new relationship. I just saw, now there's a picture of the moon right behind the camera. So that's like, we're talking about the moon. That's weird. That's my TV, not like Siri listening. But anyway, so let's just get into it. The energy going into this is the Four of Wands. This talks about house, home, stability, foundation. Wands are all about passion. This can be passionate energy towards a person. It can also be passionate energy towards what you do, what you're passionate about. This could mean like actual house, home, like dwelling, apartment, it can mean an office or anything like that. I just got a really weird vision. Like this can mean, Four of Wands, it can mean people moving in together. It can also mean, people moving out, away from each other. And the song was saying, standing on your front porch, baby, don't go. And she's looking at me crazy, saying, just go home. So like somebody could be splitting up or something like that. All right, let's get 3 cards. Pisces, I don't know. Getting a really weird energy right now for you. Wheel of Fortune. Scorpio had that. Let's 2 more, please, for Pisces. The Devil. Ooh, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or just some toxic habits, toxic traits. Music could be involved. The Hierophant. Damn. Underneath the deck, the High Priestess. Are you kidding me right now? First off, you've got all 4 major arcana cards, which is insane. Talking about you are a witch. If this ain't some witchy ass energy, I don't know what is. Pisces, holy hell. So it's Saiwei tonight, right? And I said, holy hell. And I heard my spirits, they were like, yes, we're here. Because Saiwei, it's when the veil is at the thinnest, right? So you can communicate and talk with your loved ones, easier than ever. The door's open, it's right there, right? Anyway. Okay, so plus, we're going to start underneath the deck. The High Priestess, this is Pisces energy, right? So this could be you. This also, the High Priestess is the tarot card reader of the Zodiac. So it's you getting a tarot card reading right now. This is like, you could be getting tarot card readings, or you could be a tarot card reader. But this is also all about using intuition, discernment, trusting your gut feelings, and not overthinking things. Like knowing that you have a knowing with something, knowing that you are a witch, or that you have, magical witchy-like powers. You just got to tap into it. Water sign, water witch, right? Now, in the past, or this could be actual, current energy, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody who is entering some type of new cycle. Now, here's the thing. While the Wheel of Fortune is typically like a fortuitous card, right? That cycle can roll towards good things, but it can also roll towards toxic things, right? It can be in toxicity. The Devil card can be anything, right? It can be too much like sex, too much alcohol, too much drugs, too much working, not getting enough sleep, not getting enough exercise, getting too much exercise, overeating, not eating enough. Like, there's all different kinds of levels of toxicity of any kind, right? Somebody is going into somebody's a very fortunate person. They could be very well off. They may make great money, this and that. But there's some type of devil energy, toxic energy that is in their space right now, in the present. This also could just be like a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But here's the thing about that. Then we have the Hierophant. Almost looks like a magician. The Hierophant is somebody who's like very religious. The Hierophant is somebody who's very wise, very mystical himself, but more about structure and tradition, right? The thing is, especially on this Hierophant card, if you can see there, he's got his hands like this. As above, so below, right? That's like occult, which, esoteric, which, I mean, obviously, witchcraft and all of that, as above, so below, it's very common. But he's doing a Ouija board, and we're talking like darker, occult type magic. With this, and especially right next to the Devil, I'm feeling like, okay, this is kind of crazy. I'm feeling like this is like some deep, very toxic type of, what do they call them? Like conspiracy theories, conspiracy theorists. But somebody who's just like very toxic. They come across. Now, this also could be somebody who wants to start like going more traditional, who wants to become more, less like the Devil, right? Right now, there could be somebody in their Devil energy, but it's like they want to straighten out. They want to level up. They want to do better. They want to learn more about maybe the occult and the metaphysical worlds and whatnot, because it's not bad when you understand it. But together, if you're this person that believes every conspiracy theory that's freaking out there, you're going to believe that the things that are good are actually bad, and the things that are really inherently bad, can be like, the wool being pulled over your eyes. Let's clarify. Because then underneath the deck, we've got the High Priestess. And it's funny because I see the High Priestess and the Hierophant as like a couple. Like, it's Taurus, Pisces energy, but still, it's like they're both very powerful. They're both very spiritual, right? They may be at different ends of the spectrum when it comes to spirituality in itself, but not toxic, right? Which is this devil energy. And there's just somebody that is in toxic devil energy right now. It could be too much of anything, right? Let's clarify. I feel like it's a masculine energy because that's what the Hierophant is. Otherwise, it would have been the High Priestess. You may be dealing with the High Priestess, like a tarot card reader. You know, somebody who goes by the book, knows the book of knowledge, right? And there's a certain kind of duality when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. It's like yin and yang. You could be in connection with someone that is the yin to your yang, right? But someone right now, and this is your spread, and I feel like it's like masculine energy, but it doesn't matter. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies within them. Somebody is in a really toxic mindset. Clarification. Underneath the deck, clarification again. So underneath the deck, we've got Ace of Wands. Take action on your ideas. Here's the thing. Ace of Wands. Aces are gifts from the universe. They're also, and wands are like a phallic symbol. It's all about passion, right? So there could be somebody wanting to take like a passionate new beginning to some type of a relationship. Take action on your ideas. If you have an idea of like wanting to start something with someone, or it can even be what you're passionate about. So like a business or a new concept or a new career path or something like that. It can also mean that as well. So what is the Wheel of Fortune for Pisces? What is the Wheel of Fortune? Shoo! Guard against deceit and concealment. So in the past, or it could be now, but in the past, and I feel like this all runs together now that I'm seeing the devil because this makes sense. We're talking about investigation, mastery, discovery, willpower. Guard against deceit and concealment. There's Seven of Swords. There's somebody dealing with like this Wheel of Fortune energy. Seven of Swords is my least favorite card. It's like even less than the devil, right? Seven of Swords talks about theft. It talks about dishonesty. It talks about deceit, being stabbed in the back. It can even talk about, unaliving people, right? Shit. In the past, there was somebody coming into money. There could have been some kind of inheritance, some kind of Wheel of Fortune, some kind of cycle of fortune, right? And there was somebody, this could be you or another person, that was being dishonest. There was something about betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery. Someone with really low self-esteem did something sneaky or even dangerous. Look, my phone is going freaking crazy right now as I'm saying all of this. And I always consider that like confirmation. It's going nuts right now. So I'm right on the money about something. There's some kind of cycle, and it's like instead of Wheel of Fortune, it was like Wheel of Misfortune, right? Somebody did some fuck shit, right? Behind somebody's back trying to take away their money or screw up their life or something. That's where this devil energy is coming in. Who's the devil? Okay, that's all in reverse. I told you this was going to get spicy. Okay. It was the way that this card turned in reverse, y'all. I saw it. It was like my spirit was just going, We've got another High Priestess, but she's in reverse. This is not the same person. We have a upright High Priestess. This is somebody who's, good and true and, does things by the book. I said she was reading the book. She does things by the book, right? Then we have this fuck shit person, this High Priestess in reverse who thinks that she knows what she knows, right? But she's deceitful. She's conniving. She can't be trusted. She's the devil. Could be a Capricorn. Could be a Pisces. Or someone that has a water moon. But this is all about hidden motives, superficiality, confusion, short-sightedness, and ignorance. This is somebody who is in their toxic devil energy and they are not listening to their higher spiritual self, the Hierophant. Right? So this is somebody that needs to get into their higher spiritual self. What's the Hierophant? Damn! More Pisces energy. And it fell in reverse. So, it's the moon. I said I saw the moon, like when this reading started too. And we're going into this new moon. There's going to be some huge freaking changes by the new moon. So the moon in itself is all about deeper meaning, attainment, and selflessness. Doing stuff, for the greater good, right? It's in reverse. So somebody's been really selfish. Somebody hasn't been doing stuff for the greater good. And when this is in reverse, this talks about trifling mistakes. Trifling, right? Truth, deception, deception being recognized, consciousness, and clarity. So the Hierophant can also be like a judge. The Hierophant can also be like somebody who makes decisions in a company or something like that. And that as above, so below, it's like what was done in the past, or what was done in the, not in the past, what was done in the 5D, in the spiritual world, will happen in the physical world as below. We are the physical world, right? In the past, somebody was doing some major deceivish black magic. That's the devil and the high priestess in reverse. Black magic type of F shit on someone. This could be you or another person in your world, right? And it's all going to come out. It's being looked at. It's being seen. It's being judged by somebody who's righteous, who sees the truth. The trifling mistakes that were made. The deception is being recognized. And this high priestess, the one that's upright, the one that's reading the book, reads by the book, Six of Pentacles. Things are going to balance out for her. Because I feel like that may have been who this is about. So we've got a high priestess, could be water sign. And then we've got another high priestess in reverse. This is somebody who thinks that she knows what she's doing, but they don't. And it's black magic energy. Also, it could be working in unison with a devil, with a Capricorn, potentially. Ain't this some shit? So, Six of Pentacles is all about harmony, alignment, healing, and empathy. Sharing your success builds more success. This is a very sharing person. This is somebody that, as a reader, like for instance, this is somebody who, shares their resources, shares their wisdom, with people. They don't hide it. They don't keep it so that only they have the power of foresight, right? They try to teach others. It's all about giving, receiving, fairness, justice, generosity, sharing, influence, and nobility. This is somebody who's looked upon favorably, who's loved, who's admired. That's the high priestess upright. I don't know who you are dealing with or have in your past. This could be the person that's saying, like, just cool out or just go home or something, but you would be, yes, you would be glad to not be with them with that kind of energy. You want somebody righteous like the Hierophant, somebody spiritual, noble, right? Maybe a little more traditional, but like I said, like the Hierophant and the High Priestess, even though they're at opposite ends of the spiritual spectrum, right? they still are on that spiritual spectrum together. They still have a higher belief, a higher power. They do things right and true, right? And that's why they make a really great, awesome, and very powerful pair. Underneath the deck, we have 2 again. So 2 could be significant. 2 is all about unity and coming together and stability. Top of the deck, we've got 9. I have no effing idea what this is all about, so we're going to read this. But 9s could also be significant. Okay. So, okay, so 2 underneath the deck is masculine. So I could be talking to a masculine, dealing with a masculine. I feel like I am. Like if we're like underneath the deck, the High Priestess, this could be like a female, a feminine. So I could be speaking to a masculine or just somebody in masculine energy. The first active, dynamic, and creative impulse that emerges from the darkness. The second card is no less than the fundamental force of the universe, the first push towards the outside, a channel of passage, both stimulating and vital, the desire to become and to evolve. This desire, however, cannot be satisfied because the energy, much like fuel outside the combustion chamber, is not yet structured, disciplined, and stable. So this is somebody that's a little wild or hard to stay focused, right? So advice of the dead: your abilities are at their peak, but you need to focus better on your objectives. Perhaps asking for advice from a masculine or paternal figure. Make sure that if you ask a masculine figure that they're not, in fact, the devil. Somebody that you trust, right? Then we've got number 9. Let's see what this is about. Okay. Tlaloc, Tlaloc. In Aztec mythology, Tlaloc is considered the god of rain and fertility, benevolent and indulgent towards the prayers and sacrifices that are offered to him. He was still worshipped with fear because although he watered fields and gave prolificy with one hand, he could cause floods and droughts and summon lightning with the other. That's interesting because we're talking about water. You are a water witch. You know, this is talking about masculine, so this would be like another masculine energy, but it's like, you know, he was like a water god. Water witch, water god. Pay attention and weigh the forces you wish to put into play because they are like water. It can irrigate, but in excess, it can cause floods, and in absence, it can cause drought. So, careful about what amount of energy that you're putting into anything. It's like all about balance, right? It could be any kind of relationship. Just like that song, you know, Cool Out. It's like, make sure that you're putting enough effort into a relationship that like you want to put effort into, right? But make sure that you're putting it in there. If it means anything to you, you want to put effort, like the right amount of effort into it. Otherwise, not enough, and that's going to cause a drought. And that drought is going to, you know, dry things up. But then if you put too much, if you overwater, it can flood things as well. And then nobody, you know, likes, well, I won't go there. But anyway, so just, it's all about balance. What else do we have for Pisces? 28. Yeah, we're definitely going more towards the 40-minute marker. All the readings have been like that, though, so. Also, I wanted to say, with this High Priestess energy, whether this is you or the other person, there's going to be something, you know, balancing out for her. I may have said that already, but it could be like financial stability. So underneath the deck, we have Onion Tears. Who just had that? Aquarius just had that. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or have that somewhere in your chart, but there's tears, sadness of some sort. Somebody could have been crying. This underlying energy, so it could be like what you're coming off of. But someone could be sad. I'm right on the money with that because my nose started itching right away. And what's crazy is the entire last reading, I felt like I had a stuffy nose the entire time. This entire reading, I don't feel that way at all. Top of the deck, we have Yarrow, expulsion. So either you are being expelled from someone's life or someone is being expelled from your life. Expulsion. It's getting rid of any kind of toxicity. Somebody could be sad about that. Somebody could be upset that this is happening. That could be why somebody's saying, cool out. Baby, I don't think I'm the one for you. Like, that's why they're crying. Onion, tears. There, dry your tears. My strength will banish any fears. Eyes will sting, you'll start to weep. But onion magic is yours to keep. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Your emotions seem to be running the show, and crying over spilt milk is not the answer in getting to the root of your sensitive outbursts. If you slice me in half, my chemical irritant will certainly give you something to cry about. My defensive attack is familiar to any kitchen witch, but be brave and fight back the onslaught of teardrops, unless you wish to season your meal with salty tears. Instead, use my pungent aromatic flavor to transform any dish, and after consumption you will find that you have the power of banishment upon your very breath. Plant my bulbs around your property for protection, or slice me in two. Slide me in the name of your perpetrator on a piece of paper, and seal with a pin or two to banish harm. I'll soak up negativity, strengthen your immune system, and heal your wounds. And because I grow so quickly, I'm a wizard at accelerating the potency of fertility spells. Now that's definitely not something to cry about. For some of you, somebody could have had a pregnancy scare or something like that. Then we have Yarrow. Expulsion. Fever's high, I'll sweat it out. Toxins exiled, there's no doubt. Expulsion is my forceful charm as I dismiss and expel harm. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Put your boundaries in place and expel anything that is preventing you from being your magical best. Richly endowed with the spiritual properties, I've been preserved in temples and treated with reverence for my ability to influence lifeblood, the essence that is carried through blood itself. As an amulet, I will protect against evil, for my power is capable of overcoming the forces of darkness. I will safeguard you from the toxic behavior of others. Keep in mind that I intensify the work of other herbs and increase their essential oil content. Do not be fooled by my pretty lace features, for I'll make you sweat to break a fever and have the power to ostracize congestion, bruises, arthritis, and measles. Funny, because Aquarius also had recovery, which talks about bruises and all of that. So it's like they're coming out of like the same kind of energy. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius. So plant me next to your threshold to deport fearsome spirits, eject any poisonous plants that infect your herb garden, and banish any other toxins that creep into your life. So, yeah, interesting. Somebody is trying to expel these types of energies, types of fear, types of sadness, all the feelings. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're dealing with somebody like the devil, or that's like the devil, or some kind of betrayal and F-shit energy, you guys, I hope it's not you, Pisces, that that's not your energy and just somebody that you're dealing with and getting away from. But like I said, underneath the deck, you've got something. It's like either you got to use your intuition to balance something out, or you've got somebody, High Priestess energy, that's getting balanced out, and that person is in your spread for some reason. Underneath the deck, we've got silence, number 36. There's a sweet embrace in the nothingness stillness brings a presence of self fully embodied. Then, top of the deck, we have cauldron, number 10. Bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Beautiful. It's like a beautiful poem. What am I doing? Okay, so 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, because 1 plus 0 equals 1. So this is the start of a new beginning. Like I said, on November 1st, I feel like there's going to be something something beginning for you. Okay, so keywords. Oh, wait, no, I want to start with this one first. Silence. Keywords: stillness, nothingness, and presence. The world moves at such an alarming rate. Sitting inside a coffee shop, I can hear sirens, cars, construction, people talking and moving. I find myself seeking the quiet of dawn when the earth is still and muted. There is a presence in silence. There is space to fill it with the sound of your voice and the beat of your heart. This is the space where all of creation is free to roam wild. Stillness is the presence of nothing and the potential for everything. A witch knows that she or he must take time to find stillness. It is within nothingness that creation is born. One must be still to hear. One must be still to receive the subtle messages left for us to find. Spirit needs your attention for a few moments to guide you on your path. If silence has paused you in your spread, take this opportunity to be still. This card is a reminder to spend time each day to clear your mind. The answer to your questions will come when you stop searching, allowing the solution to be presented to you instead. There is no need to rush in the situation, even if you think that you must. Remove your expectations of the situation you are inquiring about. Give this up to the silence, the nothingness. Spirit will take your query and answer when the time is right. So then we have cauldron. Keywords: transmutation, vessel, and metamorphosis. Going from the devil to the Hierophant energy is quite a metamorphosis if that's one person, but we shall see. A cauldron is essential for a witch and often the center of her home. It has many uses, from cooking to working spells, brewing potions, and making floor washes. The cauldron is the vessel of transformation, turning materials into something useful, healing, and nourishing. The cauldron is a symbol of bringing many things together to create the things that you want. Sometimes things have to be broken down before something new can be created. It may take several attempts before you have the perfect outcome. Do not be afraid to fail or try your spells a few different times or in different ways. As you grow your practice, you will begin to see what works and what doesn't. You will understand the signs of your bubbling pot and can make adjustments when needed. If you are holding the cauldron card, it is because there is not one path to the outcome that you seek. You have to try many different approaches to manifest what you desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means that you have to develop a few different sources of income, or to find love, you will have to kiss many frogs before finding your prince. A spell may need to be worked over the course of many months or even years. You cannot always expect your workings to happen within the course of one moon cycle. There are often things in your aura that are preventing you from being ready to receive what you seek. Perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before manifesting the bigger goal. Trust your intuition. The fact that it said trust your intuition, and we've got the High Priestess tarot card reader of the Zodiac sitting there saying that, and trusting your intuition will help balance out everything. Queen of Pentacles behind that is somebody who understands money, business. She's all about her money, but she's also about family and building business. So this is somebody that you could work really well with together. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Jackpot. This talks about legacy. This talks about, really building like an empire, right? And behind that, man, I can't make this up. Behind that is the Fool, taking a leap of faith, starting something new. And then that's the truth. This is Ace of Swords. Communication, that's the truth from Spirit. This is a gift from the universe, and the universe is saying that's the truth. I'm not the one who makes up these storylines. These are all in the cards, y'all. So, that's that. Last but not least, at 39 minutes, so we are right on par with all the other readings. Pisces. And if I didn't say it already, I'm going to be going live at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on PISCES Halloween. So if you see this before then, catch me there, or you can just watch the recording afterwards. So, oh my goodness. Wow, this is beautiful. My heart chakra is like exploding. So underneath the deck we have card number 24. This is Sotera, Salvation. So somebody can be going from the devil energy to the Hierophant energy. Like somebody wants to be saved. There's somebody that has been operating in the like some kind of toxic bullshit energy, right? And it's like they want to be saved. I feel like they think this high priestess may save them. That's what's going to balance out everything. That's what could also balance out pentacles. You know, finance, money, wealth, salvation. We're going to read this in just a second. Then top of the deck, we've got 26. Epiphysenate, Thea, most manifest goddess, diversity. So just like the Cauldron card was talking about, you know, in order to become a millionaire, you have to have like multiple streams of income, right? Different ways of income sources, right? Diversity. Like for love, you have to, you know, try a couple different people. But it's also not even trying a couple different people. It's diversity. It's like not putting all your eggs in. That's not what I want to say. It's like going to a gym, right? You're not going to see results from a gym in 1 month, in one moon cycle, right? It's going to take you multiple moon cycles, right? Multiple to get the results that you desire. Sometimes you have to try things over and over again. If you feel like maybe something didn't start out right, or that you maybe got off to a bad start, or gave somebody like the wrong impression, you know, then maybe you have to start over again, or try it over, or do it right. Like, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? But that's not to say to, like, keep on. It's like player energy, right? Like, if there's somebody that operates in that mindset, toxic devil energy mindset, and they think that you do need to kiss a million frogs in order to find that one, right? That could be really toxic, because what if one of those frogs gives you warts, and then all of a sudden you find that one person that sparks your interest and you bring back warts to that person? That's gross. That's the STD. Like spiritually transmitted demon. You could have been messing around with an shit person that doesn't protect themselves or sleeps with a bunch of people, and you could have contracted an STD. Clearly STD, like sexually transmitted disease, right? But it can also be sexually or spiritually transmitted demon. Listen, energy transfer is real. Anytime you shake somebody's hand, even in a business transaction, that's an energy transfer. If you are doing business and shaking hands with the devil himself, I promise you that is going to come back on you. You're not going to get the kind of deals that you want. You know, people could look down on you because it's bad business. You know, XYZ for whatever reasons, right? But it's also the same thing in the positive sense too. Like when you're with somebody who's right and correct and true and, you know, honest, sincere, loving, it's like that's the type of energy that you want to be attached to. But you don't want to mix those energies, right? And bring bad things to good people. That's bad business, right? Yeah, I always talk about that, STDs, and let's just get yourself checked out, yo. Maybe there's somebody that needs to. Especially if you're sitting here looking, somebody's got like this high priestess energy that can balance everything out. You do not want to bring back that kind of stuff to someone. All right, let's read this and then wrap it up. Wrap it up. That's a message for someone. On Halloween night, wrap it up. Okay, underneath the deck, Sotera. Radiant Sotera is above all else. From her all things flow, and to her they will return. She is the Chalidan source of souls from whom virtues are brought forth. The power of clarity, ascendance, and spiritual revelation is present here, and Hecate's divine message will bring a radical enlightenment to help you progress. Change instills fear, but Sotera's light is pure, generative, and eternal. However, be aware of the brilliance of others, as their false light can blind you against the unsavory qualities hidden away. So this is talking about coming into connection with somebody who helps, bring you to salvation. Somebody could be operating in toxic devil energy, and it's like you meet someone, you hear something, you learn something, and it's like it's your awakening. It becomes that person, that thing becomes your salvation. And I'm not saying like, honor that person or like bow down to that person like they're a god or a goddess. I mean, yes, people are in a sense, right? But you don't treat people like that. It's not all about kings and queens. Like, we're all humans on this hell called Earth, right? And we should all just treat each other as equals. Nobody's better than another person. Okay, so 26. I can't even say the name. Epiphasinata Thea. It's the most manifest goddess diversity. We no longer live in an ancient, romanticized world, and neither does the goddess. She is a goddess of all the ages. She is still relevant to her many followers today. Whether she comes to you as a virginal maiden or as a wizenized crone, animal-headed and primal or ethereal and nurturing, she is still the goddess. Take the time to explore and understand her mysteries and forms. Find the balance between history and personal gnosis that influences your experiences. And so what I was saying, the point I was trying to make with, dating a whole bunch of people or whatever, is sometimes when you find that one person, you have to give that one person a chance. Like going to the gym, like not just a month, spread it out a little, because you might learn things from that person, over a period of time that will, not only that's like diversity, in itself, diversifying the way that you look at life, but it also brings you salvation. And that's what's going to bring you to this Hierophant energy. And even could be like with a high priestess, like you could be potentially even coming into connection with like soulmate, twin flame, or something like that. But this is after like something else is expelled, like people, persons, relationships from the past, trifling mistakes, but truth needs to come out. Deception is being recognized, consciousness is being recognized, and clarity is being seen. So that's where I'm going to leave you at, Pisces. Take it as it resonates. If any of this brought you any clarity, insight, or answers, please drop a comment in the comments below. I would love to know the tea on this. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have all of my information in the description below this video. Happy Halloween, Siway, and Day of the Dead. And as you know, it's together we grow. I always enjoy sharing this time and energy with you, and I look forward to reading for you in the very near future. Make sure you also check out all of your other signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus. And if you don't know your chart, I do those too. I have all of my contact information below. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Y'all take care. Peace.